So I'm getting ready to react to this Kevin Samuels clip. It's kind of long, bear with me, but it's got some ridiculous stuff. Like, just go ahead and watch with me, okay? Let's watch this. Okay, I probably needed to fast forward a little. Okay.
Yeah, what's that? Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Kevin?
I am well. How old are you?
I am 25. I just turned 25.
All right, winter is coming. What do you got?
It is. And it's getting cold out.
Okay, let me just start out by saying I think this woman is definitely an attractive woman. I'm not gonna, say that she's a drop dead gorgeous supermodel or anything, but is she more attractive than a lot of the women that call into this show? Yeah, definitely. She looks slim. She's got great teeth, like a beautiful smile, and great skin. And she's kind of attractive, like, from what I can see. But I can definitely tell this is going to be a bad interaction just off of the way she just was like, "Hi, how you doing, Kevin?" Like, that was a bit happy. I mean, so having that much excitement was already like a weird place for me. I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Yeah, but baby, it's cold outside.
It's cold outside. Yes. Oh my God.
What's your last relationship?
My last relationship was about 8 months ago.
And how long did that last?
It lasted about 6 months.
What's the longest relationship you ever had?
3 years.
How long ago was that again?
Yeah, I was very young. I was 19, so that was a while back ago, maybe.
Were you in college at the time?
I had just got out of college, so I went to college for a year, went back home and started working.
What do you do for a living?
So I do event coordination. I live in Atlanta, Georgia right now, but
So
honestly,
what do you, go ahead, what are you here for?
Yeah, so the question I wanted to ask, I don't have a problem attracting men. I have a problem attracting men that are closer to my age. A lot of men.
I'm just going to stop it right here really quick because I noticed that she said that and I'm like listening to her voice and I'm like, maybe they just think you're older than what you are because you don't necessarily sound 25. I'm just throwing that out there.
What do you mean close to your, hold on. Close to your age for what?
Because Kevin,
closer to your age for what?
Because they're trying to put me in the senior citizen
for
too early.
What?
Too early. I don't want to be in the senior citizen.
Okay, ma'am. What purpose are you trying to attract a man closer to your age? For what purpose?
Relatability.
Relatability is not a purpose. Are you trying to... Okay, all right. Are you trying to attract a younger man for the purpose of relationship or marriage?
Not younger, not 25 like me, but I'm attracting people that are in their 50s.
Can you answer the French toast question before you go on a tangent? What did I ask you?
Marriage.
Bingo.
You need to say exactly right where you are. Because it shouldn't be that hard to get an answer, man. You want a younger man for marriage.
30s and 40s, but above that, I can't go farther than that. But I'm attracting 50s. And sometimes
let me ask you first, why are you a wife?
Am I a wife? I'm not currently married, so I guess not.
No. You become a wife.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I was 25, I did not have a bunch of 50-some-odd-year-old men hitting on me. That leads me to believe that maybe she just comes off older than what she is.
Before you're married. You don't suddenly become a wife afterwards. He will find that the wife finds the good thing. That means you become a wife after marriage.
So am I a wife? Yes, I would say so.
You want children?
I do.
How many?
3, maybe 4.
You want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant and married with your first child?
No.
So you want to be a housewife?
After I have children, yes.
Yeah. How much is it going to take or cost a man in Atlanta to have 4 children and a stay-at-home life? How much will that man need to make annually to provide a middle-class lifestyle?
Whew. At least 350K.
Jeez.
How tall are you?
I am 5'9".
Dress size?
I think an 8.
Okay, I'm sorry. That literally throws me off every time. So I'm not gonna take a whole bunch of time. And this is what it is, okay? Most women shop. Like, we shop when we don't even need to shop, okay? Like, most of the time, most women buy at least 1 article of clothing a month, probably more. So you're telling me you don't know right off bat what size you are? Like, I know for a fact that I wear a size 10 to 12, depending on the type of clothing and the brand. Like, for instance, when it comes to denim, more than likely I want to get a 12 because it's a little less forgiving. It doesn't typically have spandex in it. Now, if it does have a little spandex, then I can probably do a 10. But she, like, literally was like, an 8, I think. Like, it just was like she had to think of what sounds small, you know, and it's just like, come on, man, just be honest. You know, who cares?
How much you weighed the last time you weighed yourself?
165.
And you have 1 year of college?
Yes.
What percentage do you care?
All right, how many people think she took 10 pounds off? Okay, let me stop.
Do you want a man that's black, or do you care about this way?
Yeah, I would like a man that's black, but I can get along with
What
other
percentage
races.
of black men earn $300,000 or more annually?
Well, from watching your other videos, I'm thinking that's the top 15% or 10%.
Dang, she did not like that. You see, that smile went away quick as soon as she heard that. Whoosh. She was like,
Top 15% of black men earn $300,000. So what is the top 50%? What do men and half of black men make? If the top 15 make $300,000, what does the average black man make?
Average black man, 50,000, 45,000.
How can that be? 45,000 to 50,000 for the top 50%, but then the top 15% make 300,000. So that means between 16% and 49% is a $250,000 graduation.
See, I'm willing to move somewhere with a lower cost of living, Kevin. I'm willing.
What? Did you understand what I just said?
no, she didn't. She did not understand that you're saying that there's pretty much a huge percentage gap between the people who make this amount of money and the people who make the kind of money you're used to. So in other words, how are you going to meet somebody like that? There's a small percentage of dudes like that. I mean, that I think is what he was getting at. Not where you might live that might be cheaper. It sounds like she was willing to settle for a guy who made less after he said that. That's what it just sounded like.
Oh, I understand what you just said, but if I move to a place...
No. What did I just say? What did I just say?
You just said the gap is too big, so the math doesn't add up.
Yeah, but you didn't address it. You talked about moving. That's a non sequitur. That doesn't match.
Well, the reason why I just changed to moving is because that changes the whole dynamic.
No, it doesn't.
Of the amount of money
No, it doesn't. It changes in your mind. It doesn't change the math. And this is the problem that just presented itself when I asked you about why do you want a man, and you couldn't be direct. There's things aren't firing together. The bottom line is you can't go from 49% to 16% and have a $200,000 jump. That is an exponential increase. That makes no sense.
No sense.
Absolutely not. But let's just take your math. At what age does the average man hit his financial stride? Between what 10-year period?
Probably 35 and 45.
45 and 55.
Oh,
So let me get this right. You want a young man who's making $300,000 or more.
that's in Atlanta. That's why I referred to moving.
Outside of your French toast mind. Because the next question is going to be hard. What would a man who is 30 years old, making $300,000 or more, want with you?
What? Ma'am, hang up. This should have been the point where you just hung up. Like, you know what? Touche. Click. Like, there goes the end of my humiliation. No, but she stayed on for several more minutes, and we're gonna watch the slow decline into more and more humiliation.
What would he want with me?
I don't know.
Well, I can go back to the question you asked earlier. Am I a wife? Yes, I am.
You're reaching, ma'am. Ma'am, don't ever call into a show like Kevin Samuels unless you're like literally on a certain level, you know, financially, physically beautiful wise. I mean, because he's just going to put y'all in your place. And it happens over and over and over and over again. And I just be feeling like, why do y'all keep calling in? Like, you're not going to win. Like, he's always going to bring up money. And if you're not a rich person, you've already lost this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
The guy who crossed the Rio Grande illegally has a wife. He doesn't have $300,000 annually. We're talking about a guy making $25,000 a month. Better than 6 stacks a week. Almost close to about $1,000 a day. And all he gets is a woman who thinks she's a wife.
So have less kids.
Her responses are actually getting stupider.
Is that the solution?
The solution is come back to reality. That's
Okay,
the
what's the
solution.
reality?
Like, literally the whole time, do you notice, like, her response is literally just that stupid blink? I don't know what to say. He's completely annihilated my opinion. I'm just gonna sit here and blink.
Buddy.
No. Hang up.
What would you rank yourself on a scale from 0 to 10? 1 to 10, just your face, you can't use 7. Fresh face, out of the shower.
Fresh face out of the shower. I would give myself a nice 8.5.
Beyonce is a nice 8. Kelly Rowland is a nice 9. You give yourself,
And they're beautiful.
you give yourself the difference between those two.
She didn't just do, and I literally just did it myself, but I was really just moving mine out of the way because it's uncomfortable. But she just went like this, like, really? Honey, like, that was supposed to what? Be like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch or something. No. You're an attractive woman, yes, but you're going to sit there and put yourself on the same level as Kelly Rowland and Beyonce.
That's
I honestly do, yes.
Okay, so we put Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, in your picture, in a magazine, on the People, and people would say all these things line up.
Look at the faces she's making. Like, just stop. You're making yourself look very dumb and then validating too much of what he says. Man, I'm so mad at you women. Like, stop. You're making us look bad. Like, you know what? I am definitely not a black woman like her, okay? So, forget that.
About the same.
Yeah. She's silly. Very silly.
How much money did your last boyfriend make?
I have probably 50,000 a year.
That's because that's what you are.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Got him. Oh, got him.
Man,
Yes.
I'm hoping you're trolling because if you're serious, why would $300,000 the top 1% of all earners? Men like that aren't playing games. They don't joke. They're not being silly. They didn't have to know the kind of stuff. You don't make that kind of money being a not serious person. Okay, I'm going to ask you a deadly serious question. Can you handle a man with a mindset to make $1/3 of $1 million a year?
Can I handle that man? What do you mean handle?
That is a different kind of guy. He has a different level of thinking, a different kind of conversation, and a different level of expectation. Give you an example. Where do you live, Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
You ever go to Waffle House?
No, I hate Waffle House. Smelly.
I asked you that. You ever go?
I said, no, I hate Waffle House. Smelly.
How do you know it smells?
Because I went in Ohio, not in Atlanta.
I didn't ask you.
Oh, she's just splitting hairs now. You know, it's like when you've literally lost the conversation, you should be at this point like trying to get some advice from him or something. I don't know. You're talking to somebody who's like a life coach and a style coach and all this and that, and the only thing you can do is troll him. Like, you didn't think maybe I should just, you know, listen and what he has to say instead of trying to come back with these little like comebacks that don't even make sense. They're not helping your case at all. They're making you look even dumber. And you're supposed to be how old? 25? You're coming off like you're like fresh out of high school mentality. Really. And he's right. People who are very successful didn't get there playing games. They just didn't. And that's like the realest crap I ever heard in my life. Like, I'm very glad I heard that. I took that into my mind, and I'm gonna keep that. You know, being serious is actually a good thing sometimes.
Where? I said, have you ever been? All right, I'm done. You can't even keep up with the conversation. Pathetic.
Okay.
Can't even keep up with the conversation.
If he's done, I'm done. He literally just ended it with pathetic. Dang, lady, he literally just annihilated you. And you know what? She's probably one of those type of females that's just sitting back, laughing with her friends. She probably feels zero shame. I can almost guarantee you that. And she's probably chilling with her friends, talking like, girl, I was on Kevin Samuels. I was on there for like 10 minutes. That's probably what she was. That's literally that type of girl. Like, she just seemed stupid like that. Like, more about getting the attention than actually getting any knowledge from this person. Like, whatever. That's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for watching.